Hey everyone, so this is an update after a long time that I haven't updated. I decided that I won't update until a surgery goes right. So the last time I updated you guys was after I had all the complications with a big surgery. Uh, let's do like a recap. First surgery was in October 2012 where they closed my vagina, took the skin from my vagina, put it into a tube inside my leg, let it heal for 6 months. 6 months. May 2013, I came back and they took the let they took the tube the piece of the leg where they had the tube inside, which was supposed to be the extension of my urethra. They cut it off with a thin bone in the fibula flap, and they put it as my penis. My body rejected it, and then they took it from the thigh ALT flap um, and that turned out to be my penis. They took skin from my crotch and that like to transplant it in like to the bottom part of my penis. If you're trying to understand what I mean, like if this is the penis and like you pee from here, then they left this part open and they transplanted skin over here. That healed for 6 months, and then in November I came to close it, so I could like pee from the tip of my penis. And that surgery failed because there was um, fistula, whatever you pronounce it. It was bleeding. Partially, I think it was my fault. I will get into the complication part later, why I think all of these happened, and some tips how to avoid them. So after the bleeding started, I went to the clinic. They cut the bottom part of the where they closed it, so the bleeding will come out. I came back to Israel, thought that I could, live normally. After maybe 2 months less, then the connection between my original urethra and the new connecting urethra, it closed because it was like an open wound, and so it just kept closing, and I couldn't pee. Like it actually took me 10 minutes to pee, and I was hospitalized like 3 times with an infection, and I kept throwing up, and I lost a lot of weight. Because it was really bad for my body to keep all the pee inside. Anyway, I I came back to Munich to Dr. Schaff. He cut it open, and this time transplanted new skin. And he told me to come back 6 months after that, so the skin will heal. And I did, and now I'm back here in Israel after he closed it, that area where he opened and transplanted new skin. And I'm glad to say that today I took out my catheter, and for the first time after 2 years beginning these bottom surgeries, I peed standing up, which is very satisfying. And no leaks and everything, and you actually feel the pee inside, and it's exciting. I know it sounds silly, but it's exciting. It's like you feel a hose filling up, whatever. And it finally succeeded. Worth being a man. And my next surgery is the glandsplasty and the testicle implants, and also after that I want to have the pump. I decided it's really important for me to get the pump done. Um, I can't have like I can't really enjoy sex with my partner without it, so that's why I decided to do it. Although I know it is very risky. In fact, I was in the hospital right now, and there was this guy who came for his pump surgery after all of the surgeries. Like he finished everything and came for the final surgery, which was the pump. And what the pump did was it caused the blood circulation to stop. After 4 days, his penis turned black, and they had to cut it off, and all the surgeries went to waste. So it is a risk that you should take, keep in mind. I mean, if you want to do it, In terms of the complications, you should try a few. First of all, I think that my main surgery failed for the first time because I had because I was a vegetarian for 8 months and all my blood tests were really bad, like iron and everything, and my body was weak. Maybe my body wasn't strong enough for that kind of surgery. So you should really make sure that your body is very fit for these surgeries, because if it's not, then it won't carry those. Those are really traumatizing surgeries for your body. So you should be in extremely good health before you come to surgery. And if you're not, just postpone your surgery. Just postpone it. I know it sucks, but it's something you should keep in mind, because surgeries fail. They have a very high percentage of failing, and you don't want it to happen. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of it's not. It doesn't feel good and everything. So it sucks. So make sure to keep in good health before you come to surgery. Also, catheter. It's not comfortable. You sometimes may feel you have to pee and you can't because you have your catheter and you don't pee, but you just have the feeling, and it's not comfortable. And what I did sometimes is I pressed on it, or I was too harsh with it. And maybe that caused bleeding after I started doing the closing of the penis. So just be patient and suffer the catheter pain. And one last thing, after surgeries, don't masturbate. That's like a tip from me to you. It's going to burn, and it's probably not very good for your healing. In terms of sensation, I feel my penis. It feels great. It feels like an extension of your clit. And just like a little show off, I did these tattoos. This was in Thailand. This is in Israel. This was in Thailand also, just to cover up my tattoos, my scars. And yeah. And this is how my scars healed, which is pretty good. I'm gonna cover them with the tattoos as well, but on a day-to-day basis, it's hardly noticeable. That's all for today. Any questions, I'll be glad to reply in your comments.